Hey, good morning, team. Welcome to week 7. Can you believe it? It's our last week already of organizational change. Uh, it's Sunday morning. Some papers have already come in, some final papers, and I've already graded them and have posted them and given you feedback. So please keep them coming. They're due tonight, which will give me time next week to do some grading. But that doesn't mean the course is over. We still have 1 week left, right? So within this week, we have 4 chapters in Cengage to do, each with a quiz, each with a little assignment, right? We have chapter 17 through 20, 17, 18, 19, 20, right? And we're going to talk about transformational change, transorganizational change, how change affects economic, ecological, and social factors. All of these are very important to us. As a matter of fact, if you do a little bit of research into Six Sigma, and we didn't talk about it into this class, right? But when you make strategic objectives for your organization, there's this acronym called PESTLE. Sometimes you'll hear it called PEST in other countries. But in the United States, we say your objectives need to meet PESTLE uh, guidelines. And what that means, PESTLE, it stands for political, economic, social, technological, environmental, and legal guidelines. So once again, yeah, that's political, economic, social, technological, ecological, and legal guidelines. So if you're going to make for instance, strategic objectives for a company or a change for a company, that's what you should be thinking. Is it politically correct for me to do this, right? Can I do this economically, right? Does it make sense financially, not just to me, but to outside my organization? What is the social impact? Am I going to be discriminating against anybody? Is there going to be a bias that's going to be seen? Will it help the community? What's the technological uh, so you know advantage and outcome of this? Does it require new computer systems? Does it require fiber optics? Does it require servers? That type of stuff. I'm not a technology guy, but that type of stuff. What's the environmental impact? This is huge, right? We we value the environment, and there's legal ramifications, of course, for not valuing the environment and taking negative effects on the environment. But it also gives you a bad light within the public eye if you are polluting, if you are not taking care of the environment. And notice I said that in other countries, a lot of times it's only referred to as pest. And not pestle, because in a lot of countries, they don't really think about the environmental impact, and they don't think about the last L, what are the legal ramifications. So, yeah, those are the things that you need to be thinking about when you're looking at, strategic objectives for the company and change. PESTLE, just remember that acronym. Okay, so once again, this is our last week together. It's been a great week, and I hope everybody's watching this. And I always do this for my students. If you find me on LinkedIn, right? I'm on there. My name's on there, and not the Dave Plouffe that was in the White House, but this Dave Plouffe that you're seeing here. If you find me and link up with me, I have no problem. I'll write you a LinkedIn recommendation. Of the great work you've done while you were here, and hopefully you can post that to your site. And for what it's worth, my opinion, hopefully get you a better job. I don't know, and of course, reciprocate, please. If you think that I was a really terrible instructor, please send that. If you thought I was a good instructor, please send that. Because it's all about networking, right? And what we do. So, anywho, please keep up your good work. And, this has been a great course. I look forward to seeing everybody graduate. It's a pretty awesome accomplishment. And keep learning. Never stop, right? I always tell my students that there's, people can get bad times, right? Divorces happen, bankruptcies happen. And they can always, people can always take away your money. They can always take away, you know, bad things, family. Your health could fail. The one thing that people can never take away is your education and your experience and your knowledge. Nobody can touch that. Nobody can take that away from you. And then if you think about it, right? Think about people that you've seen go through bad times and how they recover. And it's usually, people that, are educated, they have experience, and they have grit, perseverance. They have the ability to pick themselves up, by their bootstraps and carry on. So that's why I always learn, right? This course is change management. The world is changing. For us to keep up, we have to continue to change ourselves too. And that's growth mindset in business terms, right? So if you see books and stuff on growth mindset, that's exactly what they're talking about. So, anywho, great time. I so appreciate it. And find me on LinkedIn, and that would be pretty awesome. Okay, Dave out. Thank you.